This group of legislators is also vowing not to pass the supplementary budget this financial year unless government caters for emergencies like the Kasese floods, which displaced hundreds and also dedicates more money to the health sector. In the supplementary budget, government is seeking an additional 555 billion shillings to fund emergency activities. If approved, the new request will increase the 2012-2013 budget from 11.4 trillion to 11.9 trillion shillings.
The people of Rwenzori are going through real hard times. Already we have over 22,000 people who are displaced, and we are wondering how can the minister not bring a supplementary that should address these immediate emergencies.
They are using it, that nomenclature of supplementary to pass money to other entities.
Really, from the projections we have in this country, it is very clear that we are very vulnerable. I don't know why we cannot even plan ahead for these emergencies.
MPs on the Budget Committee argue that supplementary budgets are becoming an avenue to misuse public funds. They grilled senior finance ministry officials, led by State Minister in charge of general duties Fredo March, on why the consolidated fund was used to appease donors. The donors cut aid following the massive swindle of over 50 billion shillings from the office of the Prime Minister. The MPs say it was unfair to use taxpayers' money to pay for the corrupt, yet those implicated may go scot-free even when they are now battling charges in court. Minister Umach explained that in the Memorandum of Understanding, government signed with the donors embezzled money would be paid back, and the ministry was under pressure to pay back, and 38 billion shillings was refunded. In the supplementary budget, State House alone is seeking 138 billion shillings for emergency spending. This could push the State House budget to over 200 billion shillings this financial year. Now MPs want State House to stick to its budgetary allocation unless under extreme circumstances instead of becoming a bottomless cash pit. The ministry says due to limited funds, State House requirements have never been met in full. But in this financial year, which closes in 2 months, the State House budget was raised to 110 billion shillings. Last week, officials of the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs lamented before the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee of gross underfunding. But the Finance Minister explained that the ministry was constrained to provide less due to acute lack of funds.
In the last 18 months, we dealt with an inflation crisis, and then after that, we had some crisis with our development partners.
Critics wonder where government suddenly gets funds such as the 1.9 billion shillings that President Yoweri Museveni recently ordered finance to give MPs, each taking 5 million shillings to consult on the marriage and divorce bill, which was later withdrawn. Bahati Remi, NBS Television, Parliament.